Welcome back, folks. It's day 4 of my Days Till Spring challenge. Thought I'd give you a look at a few things before I do much else. This may be kind of a short video today, which y'all will probably appreciate. What you're looking at here, number 4 here I made this out of an herb called trillium, an herb called Cleavers. Some of you may not have ever heard of it, but a lot of you have. It's a very common, one of the weeds, one of the wild things that we see, but we just may not know what it is. So let me introduce you to Cleavers. Cleavers. It's a very powerful herb. This is one of the favorites in the herbal community, and it'll grab a hold of you. There's tiny little hooks. I think you can almost see them in there. Can you see them? Yeah, they grab a hold. Look at what I do here. Look here. Well, now it's just gonna not hang on to me. But it's grabby. It's a real grabby thing. I bet it'll grab my jacket. Yeah, look at that. See, I ain't lying to you. Think I'm lying. Now that right there, it's got a grabby texture to it. And I won't get into all of the uses for it and everything, but I'll just tell you that now you know what this is. It's not a weed. Its name is Cleavers. You can normally find these it's an early spring herb that comes out. And if you've got this and you know what it looks like, then you are ahead of the game. Remember, everything that you learn, that's knowledge, and they can't take that away from you, right? You know what this is. Yeah, you may be able to put that into your arsenal of your knowledge of what things are. So maybe, I don't know who all's watching these, and some people are brand new beginners, and folks that's more knowledgeable. So there you go, Cleavers. I'll probably do something else on that later. But today, what I wanted to do, we're over here in my Jerusalem artichoke bed. There's another one of the things that I planted. Remember we transplanted the dandelion right here. And then we blew a bunch in here together, made a wish and blew out a dandelion in this. Now, one of the things to mention that I keep saying to you, it doesn't have to be expensive. Growing your food certainly wasn't expensive to us for the millennia of years or all the millennia that mankind's been on this earth. We didn't have money back then. And I try to do that kind of gardening as much as possible. I don't need it to cost me a lot of money. And I don't, this right here is the red, it's what I keep calling red sumac, and I believe that's what it is. It's a Native American food, and I've spoke about that, so I won't again, but it got me thinking, I don't want it here because it spreads so well. Nature has a job for it to do, and you'll notice it's doing that job all up in there quite well. It's just spreading like crazy, and I've been fighting it. It was up in here, and it spreads too well from the roots. And I'm hoping that I didn't make a mistake with these, 'cause I got to thinking these may sprout up from one of these stems, these sticks that I've cut, and so I might have just made me a new field for that, which I don't want. But I've been wondering about my Jerusalem artichokes that's in this bed. And so I was going to dig one out and see what kind of activity I've got up under there. Today is 4 days left till spring. I'm going to dig one of these out and try not to damage it. I just want to see how they're doing. Because whenever you divide up Jerusalem artichokes to plant in the ground, you cut them up, and you're supposed to leave them out for like 2 or 3 days. and it lets the sugars that's in it to come up to the top and scab over kind of on the cut, and that helps keep it, you know, from getting a disease when you plant it as easy. It helps it out. Well, I didn't do that. So these went in there with unhealed wounds, basically. So I'm going to dig one right up. I'm going to dig this one up. What I've done here is broken those red sumac branches, or cut them with my machete into little stakes. I put a stake down, and there is a Jerusalem artichoke right here beside it, just to the right. And that way I would know where they were, because, you know, all of nature's little things are going to be coming up. And I wanted to know where. Oh, look who didn't turn off the volume on their phone. Okay. I wanted to know where it was going to pop up. All right. So look at that. Feel that is, y'all can't feel that. I was like, feel how soft that dirt is. Y'all can't feel that. You're just going to have to trust me. Trust me on it. Let me get down in here. Oh, y'all don't know. This is a kind of an awkward angle here. Oh, let's see. And this grow bed, this is where I've got a lot of the native topsoil that I had. And there's chunks of wood in here all throughout the soil that I'm using in here. Let me see, let's pull back here. That's a stick. I'm already into 7 minutes, so yeah, this will be the video for today. I get it uploaded. Let's see. Going on down. I'm hoping I see an artichoke in here pretty soon. Let's see. I ain't down. Maybe that's it. That's it. Yeah. I'm like Geraldo Rivera. We're in here. Don't know what we're gonna see here. Is that okay? Well, let's see. It seems like it may be trying to grow some roots. Yeah. Oh. This is awkward. Yeah. Okay. All right, so it still looks good. It hasn't rotted. If I pull on it a little bit, there's some resistance there. It's got something. It's got a root that is holding it down in that hole there. And so in order not to make that mad, you're going to leave it there. But at least it's there. It's firm. You know, it's just as firm as it was whenever I put it in there, so it hasn't rotted. So y'all get to follow along with this little experiment with me. And now I'm pretty confident. Now, of course, that's just one. And there's no shoot coming up in it whatsoever. It's not trying to reach for the sun yet. It's just not warm enough, I guess. But it will be soon. And then the rest of these will come right along with it, I would say. I planted them about 6 inches deep. And, you know, I think that's enough, obviously. That's what I'm thinking. We'll see. It's all experimental. Now, next year, because I have gone ahead and done this, even though I said to myself for a long time, I don't know what I'm doing. You know, this might not work. Yeah, but it might. The main thing is to get started trying. And if you can grow your own food, even a little bit, you get a little bit of knowledge. You can say, hey, I grew a rattlesnake. I grew a rattlesnake bean. I grew a few of those. Those are easy. And that'll give you confidence to try something else. And then the next thing, gardening's not hard. You just have to get in there and do it and learn as you go. And you can do that with a container on your patio. You can do it in the corner of your backyard, you know. And if you got my strawberries, you can just throw them down on the ground and they'll take over. No problem. And they're wonderful. And then all you got to do is, you know, mow them down where you don't want them. It's amazing when food comes back on its own. Look at that. My plum tree. You see, look at all that. So it looks like that the frost and cold weather didn't affect that too much. Look at that. And you see the cardboard there? That cardboard, put down layers of cardboard, that's going to block your weeds. Yep. On top of that, I've got a lot of rotten wood. That's all rotten wood and logs there. What I'm probably going to do is bring this up. I'll be bringing this up, the level of this up. Some of y'all just now picking up on my videos and hadn't seen the older ones, but I'm probably going to level this out, bring some dirt on top of here, or soil. And you'll see down here, one of my other beds, yeah, and I've got all kinds of stuff coming up in here. And you're not going, this is one of my mulberries I'm going to plant up. But look at what I got here. Remember now, this is spring 2020. You see what I'm growing here? And this is toilet paper. And another month or two, that's going to be some toilet paper right there. Yeah, mulberry is very good for that. Let's see. Now look at this. You see this right here? Get in there. See that? That fungus activity right there? This whole thing, I gotta remember to move the camera, is underlaying. You see right there? That's all fungus. All this wood is breaking down up under there. Now you tell me how powerful that's going to be for these trees and for anything else with all that fungal activity. It's all breaking down. Can you imagine walking around on your property that is such a powerful growing area, and it's like a sponge? This is all like a sponge in here. If you fell right here, it wouldn't hurt you. Well, not most of us. Even me, I'm getting older. I'd probably be all right. I'll tell you, I was up at one of the local big box stores last couple of days watching folks, and I had to go in for some little something. No, I was not in there buying toilet paper. I'm looking for something I saw in here last year, and it was a massive shelf. Just a huge mat of what do you call fungus? I ain't seeing it. I ain't seeing anything in here right now. But with all the moisture, it's going to flush out huge. But anyhow, I just wanted to look at that. That's been on my mind for a long time. So now it's off my mind. That Jerusalem artichoke is fine. It just, none of that's decided to wake up yet. I'm going to let it go with this. But I was telling you, I was up at the store and been around folks last few days, and I got a sniffle. I got a sniffle. And I think it's normal spring pollen or something like that. That's what we're going to say. Yeah, I had a little itchy throat. Like, no. Oh, so we'll see. I've only got 3 days left. So if I got to bring them to you from the bed, I'll do that. But I hope not. I'll be out of here on my belly, crawling around, coughing. But if I ain't in too terrible shape, I'm gonna give you another 3 days at least. Oh Lord. And then we'll see y'all back tomorrow on day 3. Bye.